values that so many of us hold dear are values that are under assault today. Some of them, frankly, I never believed that in such a short period of time the culture of America would go into utter collapse. If you had told me just a few years ago that one day the President of the United States would use his precious time in the Oval Office to call people up simply to congratulate them for being gay, I would say, no, surely he'll call a veteran and thank them for their service, for losing a limb or a leg. But even when Chris Kyle was murdered, his widow didn't get a phone call, but a gay football player who came out did. Today, religious liberty is under assault as never before. You see, the new approach today is not simply to create a plurality or room for people with a different point of view. We changed all the definitions and the terms. And today, when we say tolerance, what we mean is intolerance. When we say we want diversity, what we mean is we want uniformity. We don't want someone to take a different tack. And it's not enough simply to say, we're going to disagree with you and we're going to debate you. Now the tact is, if you have a different point of view, and especially if your point of view is a biblical worldview founded and based in the everlasting Word of the living God, then that view will be so marginalized as to be criminalized. And when that happens, religious liberty is truly gone. When mayors of major cities tell the Chick-fil-A restaurant chain, we don't want you in our city, in Boston, in Chicago, not because Chick-fil-A discriminates against its customers, because it doesn't. Nobody has ever even alleged that they did. But because the then CEO of the company simply expressed his own personal view with his own personal money while running a privately held, not publicly held company, and he expressed it in the context of his spiritual Christian convictions. And for that, there was a massive attempt to put him completely out of business. I remember August the 1st of 2012, when many of you stood in line at a Chick-fil-A restaurant, not to scream, yell, and to protest something, but simply to give affirmation for the idea that a person who holds the same beliefs that many of you did should have the freedom to do it without economic terrorism, trying to destroy not only his business, but his very reputation and livelihood.